Hello everyone, welcome back to the class of mathematics. This video is for the students of class 7 and this is our lecture number 4 of chapter 13 exponents and powers. So in this lecture we will discuss homework solution of lecture number 3, that is the previous one. After that we will discuss question number 4 of exercise 13.2 and then I will assign you the homework. So let us start this lecture with the discussion of homework solution of the previous lecture. So this is exercise 13.2, question number 1. Using laws of exponents, simplify and write the answer in exponential form. We have to simplify the given expression and we have to give the answer in exponential form. In previous lecture, I have explained part first and part fourth. So let us start with part number second. Part second I am not taking because that is easy to solve. So let us discuss part third. A raised to the power 3 into a raised to the power 2. We have to simplify it and we have to give the answer in exponential form. Okay. So here I am observing that the bases are same and in between the exponential numbers we have the multiplication sign. So in laws of exponents we have learned that whenever the bases are same and we are multiplying the exponential numbers, then the powers get added. So it will be a raised to the power 3 plus 2 because the bases are same and multiplication in between them. So it will be a raised to the power 5 using a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m plus n. Wherever you are applying laws of exponent, you have to mention that I have used this one. Okay. Now come to fifth part. Fourth I have discussed in the previous lecture. So I am taking fifth part. Fifth part is 5 raised to the power 2 whole raised to the power 3 divided by 5 raised to the power 3. So I will solve the bracket first using BODMAS. So in bracket I have 5 raised to the power 2 whole raised to the power 3. So I will solve this expression first. Here I am observing that in this exponential form I am having one power. Okay, I am having power to the power. So this we have learned that whenever we have a number raised to the power and to the power, then the powers get multiplied. So it will be 5, 2 into 3 divided by 5 raised to the power 3. So it will be 5 and 2 into 3 is 6 divided by 5 raised to the power 3. Now how you will solve this? Again I am observing that the bases are same again and we have division in between. So just recall the laws we have learned. So by comparing I can say that whenever we have the same bases and in between we have the division, then the powers get subtracted. This we have learned in law number 2. Okay, then the powers get subtracted. So its result will be 5 raised to the power 6 minus 3 as powers get subtracted. So answer is 5 raised to the power 3. And you have to mention which law you have used. So I have used this law. Okay, a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n, that is equals to a raised to the power m minus n. No need to solve it further because we have to give the answer in exponential form. So this is the answer of part 5th. Now come to part number 6. Part number 6 we are having is 2 raised to the power 5 into 5 raised to the power 5. In this I am observing that the powers are same. Okay, first thing you have to do is you have to just observe the question carefully, which law you can apply here, that you have to think, and then you have to start solving the question. Here on observing I can observe that the powers are same but the bases are different. So I can apply this law. What law? This one I have mentioned, a raised to the power m into b raised to the power m is equal to ab whole raised to the power m. AB means a multiply b. So same I will apply in this. Here a is 2 and b is 5 and the power, that is m, is 5. So it will be 2 into 5 whole raised to the power 5, and 2 into 5 is 10, 10 to the power 5. So this is part number 6. Hope you understood this. Now come to the next part. Part number 7 we have is a raised to the power 4 into b raised to the power 4. Here also I am observing that the powers are same, between we have the multiplication and bases are different. So I will apply this law, a raised to the power m into b raised to the power m is equal to ab raised to the power m. Here in this law, as powers are same, so here also the powers are same. So I can compare this given expression with this law. So it will be a raised to the power 4 into b raised to the power 4 can be written as a into b raised to the power 4, and a into b is equal to ab. So this is your 7th part. I have used this law, so I have mentioned. You also have to mention which law you are using. This is part 7. Come to part 8. Part 8 is 3 raised to the power 4 and whole raised to the power 3. We have power to the power. Whenever we have power to the power, it means powers get multiplied. This also we have learned through laws of exponent, that whenever we have power to the power, then powers get multiplied. So it will be 3 raised to the power 4 into 3. So answer will be 3 raised to the power 12. Okay. Using a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m into n. This is part 8. Now come to part 9. 2 raised to the power 20 divided by 2 raised to the power 15 into 2 raised to the power 3. Using BODMAS, I will solve this bracket first. So here I am observing the bases are same, and in between I am having the division. So the powers get subtracted. So it will be 2 raised to the power 20 minus 15. This will remain same because I am solving this first. I am solving the bracket first. So it will be 2 raised to the power 5 into 2 raised to the power 3. Again I am observing that these bases are same, and in between we have the multiplication. So power will be added now. So it will be 2 raised to the power 8. So I have applied 2 laws, so that you have to mention. So using a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m minus n. This I have applied in first step. Now in this step I have applied a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m plus n. So this is your 9th part. 10th part is 8 raised to the power t divided by 8 raised to the power 2. So here again this is division in between, and we have the same basis, so powers get subtracted. So it will be a t minus 2. Which law I have applied? Using a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m minus n. So this is your part number 10. So this is question number 1. Now let us discuss question number 2. Question number 2 of exercise 13.1 is, 13.2 is simplify and express each of the followings in exponential form. We have to simplify the expression given and we have to give the answer in exponential form. I have explained part number 1 and one more part I have explained. So let us start with part number 2. So part number 2 of question number 2 we are having is 5 raised to the power 2 whole raised to the power 3 into 5 raised to the power 4 divided by 5 raised to the power 7. So it means I have to solve this bracket first, and before brackets I have to solve the powers. Okay. So it will be 5 raised to the power 2 and to the power 3. It means power to the power. We have learned that whenever we have power to the power, then powers get multiplied. So simply I will multiply them. So it will be 5 raised to the power 6 into, and they remain same because I am solving this only first. So it will be 5 raised to the power 4 divided by 5 raised to the power 7. Now I will solve this bracket. Again the bases are same and we have multiplication in between, so the powers get added. So it will be 6 plus 4, it will be 5 raised to the power 10. 10 is equal to 6 plus 4. I have added the powers. Okay. divided by 5 raised to the power 7. Again I am observing that in between I am having division and we have the same base. So the powers get subtracted. So it will be 5 raised to the power 10 minus 7 and this is 5 raised to the power 3. And you have to mention which law you have used in this for solving. So I have used two laws. First one, a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m plus n. And second one, a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m minus n. Always wherever you are applying, you have to mention the law which you are using. So this is your question number 2, part 2nd. Okay, just I have applied the law and solve it. Come to part 3rd. Part 3rd is 25 raised to the power 4 divided by 5 raised to the power 3. I have told you that whenever this type of expressions you have to solve, you have to observe that each number must be in powers of prime. Here I am observing that this is not in prime number, this is not a prime number. So first I have to express this number in the powers of prime. So how this 25 can be written? 25, for that I have to take the prime factorization of 25. So it get divided by 5. So it will be 5 into 5 and 5 into 5 can be written as 5 raised to the power 2. So it means in place of 25 I can write 5 raised to the power 2. This is only in place of 25. This power 4 remains same, only I have replaced 25 with 5 raised to the power 2 because 25 is equal to 5 into 5 and 5 into 5 can be written as 5 raised to the power 2. Okay, divided by 5 raised to the power 3. Now again this is power to the power. So I will again apply the law that whenever we have power to the power, then powers get multiplied. So 2 4 ja 8. Okay, 2 4 ja 8 divided by 5 raised to the power 3. Now same basis, division in between, powers get subtracted. So 5 raised to the power 8 minus 3, it will be 5 raised to the power 5. Okay, give the reason. You have to mention the reason also. First I have written 5 raised to the power 2 in place of 25, that I have to mention that 25 can be written in the form this, and I have applied the law also, that is a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m minus n. So this is your part number 3rd. First step, every question you have to express each number in the powers of prime. Okay, so this is your part 3rd. Part 4 I have explained in the previous lecture. Now I am taking part number 5th. Part number 5th we are having is 3 raised to the power 7 over 3 raised to the power 4 into 3 raised to the power 3. Okay, first I will solve the numerator and then denominator. In numerator I am having single term, so no need to solve. Now I have to solve denominator first. In denominator I am observing that I am having same basis, multiplication in between, but and powers. Okay, same base, we have two exponential number having same base and they are multiplied. So for that we can write this as this. Why? Because same basis and in between multiplication, so the powers get added. So it will be 3 raised to the power 4 plus 3 in the denominator. Okay, numerator remains same, 3 raised to the power 7 and 3 raised to the power 4 plus 3. Okay, now next step, it will be 3 raised to the power 7 divided by 3 raised to the power 7. They are same thing, they get cancelled and it will be 1. Okay, now if you want to cancel them here only, you can cancel. Otherwise, if you can, again you can apply the law of exponent, that we have two exponential in division, two exponential numbers in division having same base. So the powers get subtracted. So it will be 3, 7 minus 7, as we are having 7 power on both the numbers, and it will be 3 raised to the power 0. And any number having power 0, that is always 1. That also we have learned in law of exponent. So which laws I have used? First I have used this, that whenever we have multiplication in between, and same basis then the powers get added. So this is the first law I have used. A raised to the power m into a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m plus n. Second, I have applied whenever we are having same base and division of two exponential numbers, then the powers get subtracted. So a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m minus n. And third, in this step I have applied last law, that is any number raised to the power 0 is 1. Okay, so this is its answer is 1. Come to part 6. We have to find the value of 2 raised to the power 0 plus 3 raised to the power 0 plus 4 raised to the power 0. Okay, we know that any number raised to the power 0 is always 1. So 2 raised to the power 0 is 1, 3 raised to the power 0 is 1, 4 raised to the power 0 is 1. So 1 plus 1 that is 3. Which law I have used? That is using a raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. Seventh part. Now in place of addition I have the multiplication. So 2 raised to the power 0 into 3 raised to the power 0 into 4 raised to the power 0. Any number raised to the power 0 is 1. Again any number raised to the power 0 is 1. Again any number raised to the power 0 is 1. Now 1 into 1 is 1. So its answer is 1. Which law I have used? Using a raised to the power 0 means any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So this is your part number 7. Part number 8 we are having is 3 raised to the power 0 plus 2 raised to the power 0 into 5 raised to the power 0. Using BODMAS, I have to solve the brackets first. So I will solve this only. This first, okay? 3 raised to the power 0 is 1 because we know that any number raised to the power 0 is always 1. Plus 2 raised to the power 0 is also 1 into 1. Okay? Now 1 plus 1, 2. Because I will solve the bracket first. 2 into 1 that is equal to 2. Which law I have used? I have used only one law, that is a raised to the power 0. Means any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So this is your 8th part. Now come to 9th part. 2 raised to the power 8 into a raised to the power 5 divided by 4 raised to the power 3 into a raised to the power 3. So how to simplify this? First thing what you have to observe, that each number must be in powers of prime. This is already a prime number and this is in power. Okay, this we don't know, just leave it. Now this number, this is also a composite number. We have to first convert this in powers of prime. So 4, how you will write 4 in the powers of prime? So for that I have to take prime factorization of 4. So that is 2 and it will be 2 into 2, and 2 into 2 can be written as 2 raised to the power 2, that is 2 square. So in the denominator, in place of 4 I can write 2 raised to the power 2. This I have written in the place of 4 only. Okay, and this power remains same. Okay, so I have written 2 raised to the power 2 in place of 4 only, and 3 remains same into a raised to the power 3. Okay, I have just replaced 4 with 2 raised to the power 2. This power remains same. Now next step, 2 raised to the power 8 into a raised to the power 5. Now power to the power. First we will solve, whenever we are having power to the power, then we will solve that first. So power to the power means powers get multiplied. So it will be written as 2 raised to the power 2 into 3 is 6. Okay, so everything remains same, only this step I did. 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power 3 can be written as 2 raised to the power 6. Now here I am observing that 2, if I am taking these two only, because in multiplication every term is independent. 2 raised to the power 8, 2 raised to the power 6. As the bases are same and we are dividing them, so the powers get subtracted. Okay, it will be 2 raised to the power 8 minus 6. Here also bases are same, powers get subtracted. So it will be 5 minus 3. So it will be 2 raised to the power 2 into a raised to the power 2. And this, using law of exponent, we know that whenever the base powers are same and we have in between multiplication, so this can be written as this one. Okay, let me explain it again. First thing, whenever you are solving these types of expression, you have to express each number in the powers of prime. Okay, this is already prime number, this is, we don't know. If any variable is present, just leave it. Okay, and this is 4, this is not a prime, this is composite number, it means this is not a prime. So first I have to convert this in the powers of prime. So for that I have to take prime factorization of 4, the number which is present. So prime factorization of 4 is 2 into 2 and it can be written as 2 square. So 4 in place of 4 I have written 2 raised to the power 2 and this 3 remains same. Okay, just this is 4 and I have replaced 4 with 2 raised to the power 2 because this is our first step that convert every number in the powers of prime. Now power to the power, they get multiplied, so this I have multiplied. Then again I have applied the law of exponent, that is in division, and we are having same base, then the powers get subtracted. Okay, so this is your answer, 2 raised to 2a raised to the whole raised to the power 2. Okay, so which laws I have applied, I have used. First I have just written 2 raised to the power 2 in place of 4. Then I have applied this law, a raised to the power in m into a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m plus n. Then I have applied a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m minus n. And then I have applied in the last step a raised to the power m into b raised to the power m can be written as a into b whole raised to the power n. Okay, so this is your part number 9. One more thing, let us solve this without laws of exponent. Let us solve this. 2 raised to the power 8 into a raised to the power 5, 2 raised to the power 6 into a raised to the power 3. So let us solve without using the laws of exponent. So this is 2 raised to the power 8 into a raised to the power 5 divided by 2 raised to the power 6 into a raised to the power 3. So this means 2 is multiplied 8 times, so I will multiply 2 8 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this a raised to the power 5 means a is multiplied 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same in denominator, a is multiplied, 2 is multiplied 6 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a is multiplied 3 times. Now this is numerator, this is denominator, this 2 is get cancelled with this, 2 get cancelled with this, they get cancelled. Now we are left with only 2 2's. Okay, so that can be written as 2 raised to the power 2 and we are getting this 2 raised to the power 2. Okay, and here also you are getting a raised to the power 2. Let us solve again these a get cancelled, this a also get cancelled. So this is a, sorry, and this is a get cancelled, we are left with 2 a's in the numerator, so this is a square. Okay, they are the same thing, just laws of exponent helps us to make the calculation easier. Okay, so this is your part number 9. Now let us discuss part number 10. Now 3 parts, last 3 parts of question number 2, I am leaving that for you. Okay, you have to do them yourself, they are easy to solve. Come to question number 3, this also I have given in your homework. Say true or false and justify your answer. We have to write the true or false and we have to justify the answer. It means we have to explain the reason. First one is 10 into 10 to the power 11 is equal to 100 raised to the power 11. We have to tell either this statement is true or false. This is absolutely false. Why? Because on LHS I am observing same base, so the powers get added. So I will, in LHS I will get 10 raised to the power 12, which is not equal to 100 raised to the power 11. So this is false statement. Understood? Because we are having 10 raised to the power 1 and same base and in multiplication, so the powers get added. So this is false statement. Second, we have to tell either this is written right or wrong. 2 to the power 3 greater than 5 raised to the power 2. This is false because 2 raised to the power 3 is 8 and 5 raised to the power 2 is 25. 25 is greater than 8, but here this is written that 8 is greater than 25, so this is also false. You have to solve them and then you can explain it. Come to third part. Third part, we are having 2 raised to the power 3 into 3 raised to the power 2 is equal to 6 raised to the power 5. This is also false because 6 raised to the power 5 is equal to 2 raised to the power 5 into 3 raised to the power 5. Because this I have applied a raised to the power m into b raised to the power m, that is equal to ab raised to the power m, means these bases get multiplied. So these bases get multiplied to get the 6. Okay, so this is also false. Now come to fourth part. Fourth part we have is 3 raised to the power 0 is equal to 1000 raised to the power 0. Yes, it is true because any number raised to the power 0 is always 1. This is also 1 on LHS and on RHS also we have 1. So this is true statement. So students, I have explained each and every part of question number 1 and 2. Why I have explained? Because I know that this is completely new for you. Now I have explained. Now practice yourself and be perfect in exponents, where to use laws of exponents. Okay students, now let us discuss one more question, that is question number 4. Question number 4 we are having is express each of the following as a product of prime factors only in exponential form. We have to express the product of prime factors only in exponential form, means we have to write the number in the product of prime factors. Okay, so this is the number given. As they are saying, you have to write the in product of prime numbers, so that means we have to take the prime factorization of both the numbers. If one number is given, then you have to take the prime factorization of number. If you have given multiplication of two numbers, product means multiplication, then we have to take the prime factorization of each number. So I have taken the prime factorization of 729 and 64, and on taking them, 729 can be written as this 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, and 64 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, I have expressed these numbers in the product of prime factors. Okay, and this can be written as 3 raised to the power 6, because here I am observing that 3 is multiplied and how many times? 6 times. So it can be written as 3 raised to the power 6, and this can be written as 2 raised to the power 6. Okay, now this can be written as 6 raised to the power 6, because here I have applied the law that a raised to the power m into b raised to the power m can be written as a into b raised to the power m. Bases different, power same, then the bases get multiplied. Okay, so this is your question number 4. I have explained one part, and this question is having four parts, so you have to do those parts yourself. Now come to the homework. Your homework is you have to do question number 4 in your homework notebook, and question number 5, that is the simplification of expression, you have to do in classwork notebook of exercise 13.2, classwork notebook or rough notebook. Okay, because it might be possible that you may face some difficulty in question number 5, so for that you have to try question number 5 in rough notebook, and on the next day I will provide you the solution of this question, so you can correct them. So in today's lecture I have provided you the solution of previous lecture, so I request everyone to correct the questions in which you have made the mistake. Okay, so this is all about the lecture. Thank you so much.